Top 11 Places to Visit in Tennessee. Welcome to Only 411 Destinations, the world's premier online portal for explorers and travelers that want the most out of life. What good is living a life you've been given if all you do is stand in one place? Get out and explore. Only 411 is here to help. Better get to living and explore the world both near and afar. Only 411 provides you with the information to make your next trip a memorable adventure. Stay informed with Only 411. Click to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video with others that need the 411. Tennessee is certainly a one-stop place to experience everything. Here, the culture is well-rooted, the environment is unpolluted, and the people are friendly. The lush green valleys and scorching lowlands of the remainder of the state feel a world away from the beautiful, forest-covered Great Smoky Mountains, and each distinct geographic region has its own musical tradition. Hiking, paddling, cycling, and horseback riding are just a few of the outdoor activities available in Tennessee, which are set against a backdrop of mountain plateaus, waterfalls, and rivers. Regardless of the contrasts in scenery and music, the legendary Southern hospitality is evident everywhere. Along with glamorous resort towns, fun-filled amusement parks, and, of course, amazing live music venues, they are all endless picturesque towns and cities. So, to help you decide where to go, in no certain order, here are some of the most distinctive and beautiful sites to visit in Tennessee. Let's dive in. Number 11. Pigeon Forge. Explore Pigeon Forge if you really want your next trip to be unlike any other you ever experienced. Some of Tennessee's most unusual sights can be found in this mountain village 8 miles northwest of Gatlinburg. At Outdoor Gravity Park, you may tumble down a hill in a large inflatable ball, or head to Goats on the Roof to buy sweets and souvenirs, feed goats, and more. Dolly Parton's Dollywood Theme Park, Wonderworks and Hollywood Wax Museum outposts, and the immersive Titanic Pigeon Forge Museum are all located in Pigeon Forge. Number 10. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is unquestionably one of the top things to do in Tennessee and one of the most well-known tourist destinations. The park, which spans the Blue Ridge and the Great Smoky Mountains, is America's most visited national park. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is rich in wildlife, history, and geological wonders. It was one of the country's first federally sponsored parks. The Appalachian Trail, as well as the North Carolina-Tennessee border, run through the park's heart. You can walk around and discover while you're here, beginning at the entrance of Gatlinburg's quaint and colorful town. Multiple routes, including the popular Alum Cave Trail, are available within the park. There's also Cades Cove, which has beautiful historic building fragments that have been nicely conserved. Number 9. Chattanooga. Chattanooga, located on the banks of Tennessee River near the Georgia border, has long been an important railroad hub. Glenn Miller's famous Chattanooga Choo Choo song made it famous all over the world. Around town, there are a lot of interesting battlefields and historic sites to visit. The city's amazing selection of outdoor activities, though, is a major reason visitors come. Chattanooga is re-owned as the Scenic City for a reason, as it's surrounded by beautiful ridges, valleys, and mountains. These natural treasures are ideal for mountain biking, hiking, and rock climbing, as well as a variety of water activities. To top it off, Chattanooga's downtown has a vibrant vibe, with a plethora of wonderful restaurants, pubs, and breweries nestled among the city's gorgeous old brick buildings. Number 8. Franklin. The little city of Franklin, which straddles the Harpeth River, is just over 30 kilometers from Nashville. Its laid-back downtown exudes a lovely sense of relaxation with a wide range of boutiques, cafes, and pubs to select from. The main reason visitors come here is to see the battlefields and historical monuments associated with the Civil War's violent and terrible Battle of Franklin, which took place here in 1864. Carter House, Lotes House, and Carnton Plantation are all highly educational for visitors interested in obtaining a deeper understanding and respect for the historical events that occurred here. Franklin, with its charming small-town ambiance, is well worth a day trip from Nashville and can easily be paired with a trip to nearby Arrington, which is home to a beautiful winery offering some delectable local wines. Number 7. Tennessee's Civil War heritage. The conflict has impacted Tennessee probably more than any other state. Not only did the volunteer state send more men to the South than any other Confederation state, but it also sent more troops to the north. Fort Donelson National Battlefield is one of the best, with a cemetery, visitor center, fort, and a popular pair of breeding eagles, as well as being the location of the first major Union victory. The fact that Shiloh National Military Park was the site of the first major Civil War fight in the West, with roughly 3,500 Union graves, is depressing. Chickamauga Chattanooga National Military Park, the country's largest military park, and the nearby Point Park Battlefield, the site of the infamous Battle Above the Clouds, are both historically significant. Number 6. Knoxville. If you're into food and drink, Tennessee's third largest city and former capital are well worth a visit. A slew of outstanding restaurants, bars, and breweries is all you need. Knoxville streets have a very active and youthful vibe to them because it is also home to the University of Tennessee. Nights of college football games are a huge event in the city, with fans packing into the Neyland Stadium, which has a capacity of 102,000 people. Furthermore, Knoxville's art and culture communities are thriving, with several cultural events, art festivals, and music performances taking place throughout the year. With the Great Smoky Mountains National Park nearby, the city is an excellent location for exploring the park's many trails while returning each evening for some delectable local cuisine and luscious craft beers. Number 5. Memphis. Memphis, a fascinating city in the center of Tennessee, is another beautiful place. It is well known for its musical past, and for history buffs, this location has just the right settings to let you imagine life in the 1800s. When it comes to the arts, the Dixon Gallery, the Bells Museum of Art, and the Memphis Brooks Museum of Art are all must-see destinations for art lovers. The Memphis Botanical Garden, or Shelby Farms Park, is ideal for single travelers or those with friends and family who want to spend quality time together. Nonetheless, running or cycling at Overton Park is recommended as a wonderful day exercise that can provide a sense of peaceful calm. Families with children will have a great time visiting the Children's Museum of Memphis, the Lichterman Nature Center, and the Memphis Fire Museum. Number 4. Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg is a prominent tourist destination in Tennessee and is located in the Smoky Mountains. It's a lovely small town with everything you could want in terms of mini-golf, arcade games, ice cream parlors, and tourist stores. But it's also a lovely spot for views and a good starting point for hikes in the Smoky Mountains. The Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies features hundreds of aquatic animals, and Ober-Gatlinburg is a ski resort with a picturesque tramway. Number 3. Clarksville. Clarksville is Tennessee's 5th largest city and one of the state's most picturesque destinations. This historical rich city features a diverse variety of 1870s structures, and a visit to the Customs House Museum and Cultural Center will undoubtedly transcend you to another era. Visiting Dunbar Cave State Park for some trekking and having a tour of Dunbar Cave should be counted as no less than a godsend for outdoor enthusiasts, as they will undoubtedly have the time of their life. There are a number of parks and recreation sites, such as the Clarksville Greenway for hiking or cycling, and the Liberty Park and Marina for boating, hiking, and fishing, that are perfect for exploring to their depths. Edith Pettus Park is a must-see for children, where they may spend quality time. Number 2. Murfreesboro. It is conveniently located just southeast of Nashville, making it an excellent starting point for those interested in learning more about the Civil War. The Stones River National Battlefield Museum and the Oakland's Historic House Museum are two venues that disclose a lot, if not everything, about the region's role in the Civil War. Families are encouraged to take a tour of the Cannonsburg Pioneer Hamlet and spend an enjoyable hour at the Discovery Center at Murphy Spring, while meandering through the historic downtown area is also worthwhile. For outdoor enthusiasts, hiking or bicycling along a paved trail in the Stones River Greenway is a terrific location to be. Burrow Beach Water Park is reported to be its best during the summer months, providing guests with a plethora of memorable experiences. If you're seeking the greatest places to visit in Tennessee, Murfreesboro should be on your list. Number 1. Nashville. No other state in the United States can match Tennessee's rich musical tapestry. Nashville, the heart of the country music sector in the United States, is home to some of the most notable music-related attractions, including the Country's Music Hall of Fame. It's located in the city's famous Music Row, along with the Grand Ole Opry. The site is associated with the Gaylord Opryland Resort, which is themed around country music, and the radio programs of the same name, which are broadcast from venues such as the Ryman Auditorium. Nashville's surprisingly walkable nature adds to the experience, with history paths and pleasant riverfront parks among the best spots to visit. With that said, our video has come to an end. We hope you enjoyed it. Are you going to visit any of these places, or have you already made them a destination? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Only 411 Destination.